So I've been having a little too much fun apparently with Facebook Reels because I have no control over who sees them and the asshole is messing with me too. So if you've checked out my Facebook, you can see the Reels. I have 0 friends on my Facebook, so I have nobody to send these Reels to. They are just supposed to be randomly sent to whomever wants to see them or whoever gets them or whatever. I don't have any control over it. So there's a couple Reels on there that I've been paying attention to. Majority of them have gotten pretty big views about the flying monkeys and all that stuff, and they seem to really enjoy the flying monkeys ones that I put out, especially when I gave them their 4th of July flying monkey ones, because I gave them that because they keep acting like this is just the best shit in the world. So I'm probably going to be a hell of a lot more of a bitch lately than I was before, because I'm getting really fed up with my evening job where they swarm like the little bastards they are. Prime example of that would be today. I ordered food at work from someplace else, and we were busy for the most part tonight, and usually as we get closer to the end of the night, because it's the most annoying part because we're getting ready to close, and usually it's just like it's the end of the night. I mean, come on. So these little fuckheads seem to like swarm at the end of the night. It's been this way since I've been working there. Conveniently enough, my food got delivered to the wrong spot, and the people at Andy's threw my food away. So that was very nice of them. Super nice of Andy's. Way to go, guys. Y'all are great. So during this entire meltdown that I'm trying to get my food, and I'm pissed because the situation ended up being the way it was. Technically, I picked the wrong address on accident. I thought I picked our address. I picked Andy's address, but me and the coworker I was working with both noticed that the driver that had my food drove around Jimmy John's, but ended up delivering it to Andy's. Anyways, so I had a bit of a meltdown myself because I was flipping out on top of that. The entire time this happens, nobody comes through the drive-thru. Nobody comes into the store the entire time. As soon as my food does not end up being where I can get to it, then we start getting busy again. Oddly convenient. And what I've figured out is I don't have coincidences in my life. I have apparently assholes that have been premeditating their idea versions of the way they think my life should go. I've said this like 1,000 times, even right now. I don't even know if this is me talking or them talking. It's that fucked up. And the more information I learn about shit, the more fucked off shit gets. And by the way, I've been calling you guys malignant narcissists because you display high levels of narcissistic personality disorder traits on severe levels, and you've been doing things that classify you under the antisocial degree as well. And I don't mean being able to flip-flop this and y'all call yourselves borderlines. You only have to hit 3 things on antisocial consecutively, consistently. Part of those 3 things is, they make this one hard. Lack of remorse is one of them. Breaking the law consecutively, consistently. And violating people's rights and space consecutively and consistently. These are 3 things that these assholes have been doing to me my entire life. And they groom their children to do it too. That lands them as people with antisocial. You can have antisocial disorder and still keep a job. You can have antisocial disorder, and if you play your cards right, not go to jail. Or have a record. Or do drugs. Well, you know, the everyday regular drugs, because when it comes to narcissistic personality disorder, the supply they get off their targets is supply. And I love one of the videos of the guy, how he talks about them being junkies. They are junkies. They love their narcissistic supply. Good, bad, however they get it. This video pisses you off. That's narcissistic supply for you. That makes you feel good at the end of the day, because it's going to boost your ego and you're going to come back and hit me harder every single time. And we've done this every single time. So I somehow, some way get punished every single time by these assholes, which is supposed to be me punishing myself in some sort of way, sick way. And I feel like there could be possibly me doing it at the same time. But like I said, because of what they're doing and how they have this way of being able to literally fuck with me, my entire body, I have no privacy. Zero. I go to the bathroom. These assholes are there. I take a shit. Every shit I've taken, they make comments about. They made pedophilic jokes when I didn't know they were making pedophilic jokes and calling it dark humor, and now are trying to express pedophilia. Not with me. I don't have pedophilia, but they're trying to use me as a Barbie doll for it. It's super fun. I spent my entire adult life up until them going all vocal and shitball crazy and letting me know them being here and doing this and who they are, that they've been thinking about pedophilia and how it would be apparently a good fit for me. Even though I've been around lots of children, I don't think about children that way. I've never thought about children that way. I babysat before and didn't think of children that way. I've been around other people's kids and never thought of children that way. But these assholes do. And they call it jokes. They say it's a dark humor thing. Just the pure fact that they want that for me, that they want me to even feel remotely that way, is a sadistic level of shit, and it is a fantasy level of shit for them, and it's a pedophilic fantasy. That makes them pedophiles on top of all their shit. So it's been lovely. It's been great. So I'm going to tell you a nice little story about some of my flying monkeys that started showing up at Jimmy John's. My father sent to Ron Rice and Steve Reed. Steve Reed showed up the day I caved briefly and tried to give my parents one more shot to come clean on their shit instead of lying to me. And I sent my mother some text messages months ago, basically asking her, I told her, you have until midnight tonight for you guys to come clean. And I just laid everything out to her face for the first time ever, besides this shit, because I'm tired of being kept silent. One of my reels and my playlist, because I created a playlist and Spotify allows you to see playlists, is for my flying monkeys. It's called Flying Monkeys. Has Ariel's song with Ursula when she's making her deal. You poor unfortunate soul, in pain, in need. All I need is your voice. Just one thing, just your voice. And they've kept my voice up until recently. And I'm not putting up with it if I can help it. And it's very, 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 very difficult. So I've been scapegoated and slandered. And yes, somebody with borderline personality disorder can be the scapegoated one. People talked about my adopted mother having borderline personality. Patricia does not have borderline personality disorder. I'm sorry. Jack does not have borderline personality disorder. They tried to point out that my brother Jay Ledbetter, also Jack Ledbetter Jr., there's a reel for you. He doesn't have borderline personality disorder, and they try to point out that he has borderline personality disorder. They said my cousin Stacy has borderline personality disorder. She does not have borderline personality disorder. They said her brother Blake has borderline personality disorder. He does not have borderline personality disorder either. The list goes on and on and on and on. It's like, what the fuck? Do your fucking research. I've told people several times Dr. Fox has like really been an advocate for borderline personality disorder and why it's so misunderstood. And these assholes are one of those types of people that have turned why it's so misunderstood into why it's so misunderstood. People that are ignorant who play these stupid games. And it's on such a large quantity that I'm just having such a very difficult time with it. And it's just driving me up the fucking wall. So to my flying monkeys that come through at Jimmy John's, beware. I'm aware of y'all. And you never know what you're going to get. Also, when I stayed at Budgets, after I lost my room there, her husband came through, letting me know that they knew about y'all. And she came through, letting me know they knew about y'all. I worked at Jimmy John's for a while before I ever saw them, up until the day that was after I no longer had a place to stay with them. And that's how I knew they knew. And I already had an idea that possibly they knew, but I didn't know. But these people just keep telling on themselves. So, thanks, management at Budget Suites. You purposely put people around me, drug dealers above me, that were going to be noisy and obnoxious and be assholes, protected them when I made complaints. My room was broken into several times, and it was useless to complain to you about it because you were never going to do anything about it. I already knew I couldn't complain to you about my room being broken into because I couldn't afford to move to another room, another spot, and it wouldn't have made a difference because you would have helped people out get rooms around me again. Because y'all did that. Because you made a judgment call on me, and you don't know me. But you decided to do it anyways. You knew way more about my situation than you should have, and you didn't care. But you did profit off of it. So I fucked y'all in the end. And I left you with whatever I couldn't carry with me and wasn't valuable enough to me to clean up out of my room. Because it's not like I was getting my deposit back anyways. So y'all can go fuck yourselves. What y'all did was illegal. Y'all broke the law. And I can't prove it, is what you're going to say, like all narcissists seem to say. You can't prove it, so it doesn't count. Yeah, well, I know. And that's all that matters. And so, here you go. I hope you enjoyed my video, because I'm assuming you're going to hear about it, and you're going to watch it. Y'all are funny little pieces of shit about y'all shit. So, enjoy being an asshole. And remember, I was raised in a family filled of allegedly Christian, loving household, believing in heaven and hell and angels and demons. And these little fuckheads have been calling themselves demons a long time ago with the way they've been acting with me. And I agree, they're very demonic in the letter of the law to the Bible and Christianity standards. And narcissistic personality disorder is classified as a very demonic personality disorder. If I was going to go that route, I'm trying to steer clear of talking too much about the Christianity level shit, because if I even hint towards it too much, I start getting people calling me hyper-religious, and I'm not hyper-religious. But since you fuckheads believe in a heaven and hell, supposedly, to quote what's-his-face from Disturbia, Casas, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right because it's supposed to be perhaps in Spanish, but I'm pretty sure I'm not good at that pronunciation level of shit. You should consider where you're going to end up in afterlife with all the pleasures you've been enjoying from this shit. Because you're definitely sowing up some wonderful seeds right here. Y'all are great people. So, fuck you, budgets. Fuck you, Jack. Fuck your flying monkeys. And fuck all of you. Oh, and Jack, it's not like Reed made it hard. I think I can barely remember you mentioning him before, and on top of that, he did purposely sit down in front of me and was, I believe, texting you the entire time, seeing to see if I would have a reaction in front of him and flip out. I didn't have a reaction that he could see. My reaction was very internal. So, get over it. But, oh, wait, you should have already known that. Because you were listening. Huh. So, yeah. Yeah, assholes like y'all don't... You're not good people. You're very, 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 very bad people. And by the way, when you're the scapegoat, usually if you've got mental illness, especially malignant narcissists, if they have dealings with somebody that has mental illness, they are more attracted to you to take you out and hurt you. And usually their goal is for you to die. And I intended to talk about this a little bit because people seem to think I'm a little crazy when I say this to them. And you know how I'm saying it to y'all. So keep playing dumb, because personally I think it makes y'all look stupider and stupider all the time and shows how lack of intelligence y'all really actually have. Like somebody threatening after, say, per se kidnapping or isolating somebody to hurt their family, their child, or to do this or do that, but giving them the gun and saying, you're going to kill yourself or else. Their maneuver when they get caught is, I didn't kill them, they killed themselves. In a court of law, they would still more than likely get hit with murder charges. That's the same shit narcissists do. NPDers do that shit so fucking hard, it's not even fucking funny. Malignant narcissists really get off on it. And they like the idea of saying, well, I didn't make them do it, but, you know, their problem because, you know, they were just so unstable. Yeah, it's still murder. So I thought I'd clarify that. There is no argument around it, and the level that y'all have been on, it upgrades y'all, which there's a reel for y'all on that one. Beyonce upgrades ya. So y'all enjoy y'all's happy life. Remember, when dealing with evil people and they give you payments for shit and help you out with shit and give you passes on things, everything comes at a cost. If they pay you out on shit, consider it like a loan. There will be interest that they will be collecting on, and you're not gonna like the interest. So y'all enjoy.